Hello everyone, my name is Okwandia and I am the Solutions Engineer at ElectroNeek. Today we're going to be talking about data types and variables. In this, we're going to be highlighting some global variables. We'll also be talking about how to extract specific data from returned JSON format, in which is a very popular format using the ElectroNeek Studio Pro platform. So let's go ahead and get started. So when I'm working with variables, you will be able to find that inside of your general and logic under assign value to variable. This will give you the ability to directly create any variable that you would like. So let's say in this case, this is going to be our variable 1. And we're just going to give it a value now. So I'm going to say this value is 1, 2, 3, 4. So now that we have that as a variable, we're able to make that a global variable by marking is global. What that means is once you click inside of your variables, you will see this little globe. And if I were to open up a new tab, I'm also able to use that specific variable inside of this new workflow as well, rather than if I were to hit the X button here and then go back to my variable. If I indicate that this is not a global variable, which the globe will be removed, if I open up a new tab now inside of variables, there will be no usable variables present. Now let's talk a little bit here about how to work with different data types when a JSON format array object has been identified. So I'm going to start off by reading some information regarding a table. So inside of my Microsoft Office tools and Microsoft Excel, I'm just going to go ahead and read an Excel file. I'm going to pick a path to that Excel file. We're just going to use this context sheet here. And I'm going to go ahead and pull all of the contents into a variable under Excel content. So I'll go ahead and run that workflow now. Alrighty, and in my variables, I'm now able to see all of the objectives that have been found inside of that table. Now, if I hit show source value, this will show me the contents of my Excel sheet in an array format. So here I'll be able to decipher what specifically I would like to use. So let's say I wanted to create a variable for everything that's listed under sheet 1 or even just the first name presented here. I can start off by referencing my first variable and creating a new variable with that information. So I'll go ahead, pull out a new variable for assign value to variable, and in variable name we're just going to say this is the first name. All right, and now that we have that information presented, for our value, we'll need to calculate a value because, again, we have our variable already presented. This will be identified as our parent variable, and we will be identifying the child variables from here. So again, if I'm looking at the show source value, I'll know that we're starting at sheet 1, and I want to pull the first name. So I'll go ahead and start referencing that now by going into our first name variable, and since it's presented back as Excel content, I'm going to put some brackets here, and then this will be sheet 1, because if we go back to our variables underneath these contents and show source value, we can see that we're starting with sheet 1. I can remove the space here. Gonna put some more brackets. 0. Now moving on here to our first name. capital F and capital N. Now, if I go ahead and run this workflow, this should present me with the first name of that contact. And we can see that the first name has been presented back as Hazel. So that's how you can pull data from an array styled response to be able to create a variable from that information. I hope this video was super helpful for you guys, and thank you so much for watching.